Why I was wrong about Khamzat Chimaev.
Got it without using too much power, and I had to decide, am I going to be on my back or have him on my back? At the end, I went for it, had the back. I could almost taste that victory, but big ups to Khamzat. He deserves this 100%. He beat me fair and square tonight. He was the better man tonight.
Khamzat Chimaev just did exactly what he wanted to do. His pace, his pressure, his control, his cardio, everything looked on point tonight.
That guy is strong, couldn't finish. Respect that guy. The only champion who was saying my name. This guy has big heart. Real lion. African real lion. Thank you, brother.
Khamzat is coming off a 5-round decision victory over Dricus to Plessis. And outside of a couple moments in that 5th round, Khamzat essentially dominated the entirety of the fight. But quickly, before we get the video started, for those of you who may not know, I'm JuicyMMA. I make opinionated MMA content. And if you guys enjoy videos similar to this, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that post notification bell. Also, if you guys are enjoying the content and want to support the channel, be sure to hit that join button for members only live streams, videos, alongside with other perks as well. But anyways, let's get into it. Well, to say the result of this fight was unexpected would be the understatement of the year. Going into this fight, most people were in one of two camps. Either you were in the Dricus camp where you thought he would get dominated early, but as the fight did progress, Dricus will start to build and he'll potentially win via decision or even a late round finish. Or you were in Khamzat's camp, and most people that were in Khamzat's camp thought he would go out there and finish DDP within the first 2 rounds, most likely via decision. But what ended up happening was neither one of those two options. What ended up happening is Khamzat Chimaev ended up dominating the entire fight and won the fight via decision. And this scenario is so weird, not because Khamzat dominated, but more so because he dominated for a 5-round decision victory and wasn't able to find a finish. It was just easy takedowns and easy control time for the majority of the fight, outside of that one sequence in the 5th round. And going into this fight, a huge reason for why I thought Dricus would be able to win was early on I thought he would struggle quite a bit with the grappling and with the wrestling of Khamzat Chimaev, but I thought he would put up some level of resistance. And if he were able to put up some level of resistance as the fight did progress, as we got to the 3rd, as we got to the 4th, or even if we got to the 5th round, I thought Khamzat Chimaev's gas tank would look pretty depleted, and I thought Dricus would be able to pull away due to the fact that he has such great cardio, and Khamzat has struggled with his cardio in the past. But what ended up happening in this fight is because Khamzat's grappling was such a significant difference between him and DDP's, Khamzat was able to take down and control DDP from round 1 all the way up until round 5 with little to no resistance. So DDP's best chance at winning this fight kind of went out the window. As I touched upon before, DDP's best chance to win this fight would be to tax or to gas out Khamzat Chimaev. But because Chimaev was on top from round 1 to round 5, his cardio never really got taxed whatsoever, and DDP was able to put up little to no resistance against Khamzat Chimaev. Now, I will say it was kind of weird that Khamzat wasn't able to do more damage or wasn't able to find a finish, but at the end of the day, this was an extremely dominant performance by Khamzat Chimaev. Now, I will say after this performance, I think Khamzat is most likely going to be a champion for a long time. On a lot of my live streams, as well as some of my videos, I was talking about how I thought Dricus and Khamzat were head and shoulders above everybody else at that weight class. And I thought whoever won that fight between Khamzat and Dricus would most likely be champion for a long time. It happened to be Khamzat, and I do think Khamzat beats a lot of guys at the middleweight division, and I think we could be talking about a champion Khamzat Chimaev for quite some time. Now, although I do think Khamzat Chimaev beats Fluffy Hernandez, at the same time, Fluffy probably is the most interesting matchup for Khamzat at this point. As even though Khamzat did show an ability to fight 5 rounds of pure wrestling, at the end of the day, as I said before, there wasn't all that much resistance. So I don't really think we saw Khamzat's gas tank taxed that much in this fight. But in a potential matchup versus Fluffy Hernandez, I think we'll see what Khamzat is made of and how much he's able to push through in a fight like that. Of course, if Fluffy is able to make it out of the first 2 rounds. But as I said before, I do think Khamzat Chimaev is most likely going to be a champion of the middleweight division for quite some time. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think there's any legitimate contenders that could beat Khamzat at this point, or do you not think so? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy it, check one of these 2 videos popping up now. And until the next time, peace out, guys.
Free audio post-production.